Hello, it's a first time ever plan with me. Actually, that's a lie. I tried to do a plan with me with my social media planner, and when I was clicking the button to turn it on, I actually turned off the recording. So I just talked to myself for 30 minutes and it was all good. So we're going to try this again. This is my daily journal planner. It's actually the faith planner from this year. And I have used it for faith planning. As you can see, I've got some of my days in here where I was doing that. But it also works pretty well for a daily planner. Of course, I didn't want to show you all the details. This is what this week looks like, this upcoming week, starting tomorrow. But it's time to plan for the following week. So this is the week that we're going to do August, how about May 18th through the 24th. So I finally got out of the house and I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday. It was crazy. I know we're still social distancing. That was actually my very first outing since February. So I was a little nervous. I put on my handy dandy mask. I did not grab a cart because I didn't want to touch it. Although, what can I say? I did go and touch 18 sticker books. But I found this one that I had been looking for because I am a book lover. So I found this one and I thought I will use this week in my journal planner. And so I haven't pre-planned anything, so you'll get to see me pick stickers. And then I also found this really pretty washi that I thought matched wonderfully. And this was just one of the little rolls at Hobby Lobby, which they were on sale, so you gotta love that. But I just thought they matched so well with the colors in this book. I mean, look, isn't that fantastic? Anyway, so that's what we're gonna get started with. As you can tell, scripture reading, plan and keywords, observation, application, which works great for my daily devotional. However, since I'm not using it that way, I do tend to cover those up, fix them a little bit. So I think the first thing I'm going to do, honestly, is layer some of this washi. I really love this color. So this is one of my favorite colors, y'all. It is kind of a salmon color, maybe. And so it is just, and it looks great on me. I have that kind of olive complexion, so I wear it a lot. This is one of the staples in my closet. Now, how will it look over that? Yep. We're going to have to do some white out today, kids. Yeah, because, and I'm not very good at that white out part, but we'll try. Okay, because I don't want it to really show through so much. Sometimes washi is thicker and you don't really see through it, but this one is not so much. So let's see how that works. I bet I'm going to love that so much better. Let's see, put your washi down and try to get it straight-ish. There you go. See, that looks so much better. And where did my cutter go? There it is. I use my Cricut scraper as my cutter. It works wonderfully. So there it goes. And I just stick it wherever till I can make it to the garbage. And there's that one. Okay, so I do love that color. And you know what, I don't usually worry about those too much in the middle because they don't tend to bother me all that much. And sometimes my stickers tend to blend anyway. But we'll see, because these colors are brighter colors. And I don't know if I want to have that in my, oh goodness, I am out of whiteout. And I don't know if I have any more. Let's look. Well, one more place to look. Give me 1 second. It's in my bag that I brought home. Well, you know what? When all else fails, you break out the bottle whiteout, because I know I still have that. Oh, that's too bad. And I was at the store. I could have got some. Actually, I have some somewhere. I'm just not entirely sure where. I've been revamping my craft space because now that I am working at home due to COVID-19, or I'm sorry, actually coronavirus. None of us have COVID-19, thank goodness. But schools are closed, and so I am stuck working at home. And the only place I had for an office was what I have turned into my craft room. And so, you know, I mean, it's a little different. I've been trying to revise things and put things in different places so that I could have a working office, but also still have space for all of my crafting needs. You know, it's not working as well. And then I put things away where they don't normally belong because, you know, it's my office. And so now I can't find anything like whiteout. So we're going to give that a second and let it dry. I'm sorry you guys had to watch that. Watch that disaster of whiteout. Blow on it. But while we're doing that, let's kind of think about this for a minute and figure out. This I usually use for like top 3 things or top 4 things that's gratitude for me. I do have book club this week. Oh my gosh, and I haven't even read the book. Okay, so that's going to be fun. And I'm just going to put that one on here. Welcome to the book club, because I need to remember to read my book. And is that not the cutest sticker you've ever seen? You know, this one's actually not too bad, that color. Neither is this one. It's just really that kind of weird, this color. I don't know what you call that. Which honestly, it kind of matches, maybe a little. So let's see how we're doing. Still a little tacky. We'll wait on that. But aren't these stickers just amazing? Now, like I said, I do use this for a journal. So sometimes it is a little more kind of white space planner, because I do like to write in it things about my week. And so, you know, I just like to make it a little pretty. Let's see if this works now. Get it across there. There we go. So, yeah, that the lack of white out might make my planning style a little bit different today. But you know what? It is what it is. Just like life, you just roll with it, because the only other option is to, you know, cry. And there's not any good use in that, although sometimes I still do that too. But I placed an order with the Happy Planner a couple weeks ago, and I got notification that it was shipping, and it was supposed to be here this upcoming week, and I'm so excited. And so hopefully I'll have some new stickers and stuff for planning after this week. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. And then I usually put some kind of something down to make it pretty too. And you know what? I'm gonna use these, and I'm gonna put this one right over that blue, I think, because blue and blue, it should work. Look at me, I can't find the whiteout, or I'm sorry, what is this called? Washi. Can't find the beginning of the washi. I feel like it's right there. There it is. Do y'all have that problem? I really do. I struggle with washi tape sometimes. And I'm just gonna lay that right over that blue, because I just like that color better than I like the blue on the page. But, you know, it can kind of show through a little bit and still be okay. Oh, maybe not quite that much. See if we can get it semi-straight. Get my cutter and pull it. See, doesn't this thing work just awesome as a cutter? It actually works better for me as a cutter than it does as a thing for Cricut. I have a bigger thing for Cricut that I use often, because this one I just struggle with trying to use it. I end up catching the edges of whatever I'm trying to smooth and unsmoothing it rather than smoothing it. But it works wonders for this, because you know what? I picked up the gift card thing when I first started planning. You know, where everybody holds their little gift cards down and they pull their washi tape. And I just kept getting it stuck to myself. I don't know what to say. It was just craziness. All right, so I do like adding that. And I don't even know if I'm gonna keep that, but we'll see. Okay, so I want a little sticker, something over here to kind of help me. Oh, look at all these. Aren't these amazing? Okay, the best. Be brave. Enjoy life. These are just, this is why I love Happy Planner, because they have so many things that are just happy. I mean, they are. Like, how can you go wrong with that? Look, it's little chairs with dogs and cats in them. Actually, no, there's a cat. I was like, nope, those are all dogs. And you know what? That's my life sometimes. I like to curl up in the chair with a book and just relax. Oh, look at these. Aren't they pretty? I have a Black Lab German Shepherd mix, and he's not really black. He's actually kind of a mix. And then I have a Corgi Jack Russell, which is like that color. And then I have one that is a Catahoula mix, and it's not really that color, but that could work for it. That's the three that live here. Oh, look at those pretty flowers. See, I just love this book. Oh, bookstore. Those are adorable. Happy Mail. Hopefully I'll get some Happy Mail this week, but who knows. Make it cozy. The world was hers for the reading. Yeah, that's amazing too. Book lover, that's me. I don't have colorful hair like that. I did have mine kind of with some pink in it one time. That was fun. What else do I want? Never be afraid to imagine the unimaginable. Shine bright. Oh, I love that too. You are limited edition. There is my sticker right there. You are limited edition, but where am I putting that puppy? I thought it was just that part. But you know what? How about if we just put it down here? What do I want to do with it? Oh, about Saturday and Sunday? That's really kind of too big for those boxes right there. Okay, well, I'm just going to stick it back on here for now. Because, you know, if all else fails, I'll cut that part off because that's what I do sometimes. Oh, look at these big long ones. I bet they'd fit all the way down there. And look, here's one that says you are limited edition. So let's get that fixed. Move that one out of the way. Because look, guys, this will cover pretty much that whole section. And I'm so excited. Except that now I have to white out with my bottle of whiteout again. I know. It's a hot mess. But you know what? If you watch me playing, you'll understand that I am a hot mess. So it happens a lot. But anyway, you know what? It's fun. It's fun to laugh. It's fun to just go with the flow, you know, like seriously, my life has been chaotic, which is what led me to the Happy Planner. And so I'm kind of learning now to just roll with it. Yeah. You know, life throws curveballs, and you can either take a swing and try to hit it, or you can sit back and cry and never, ever get a home run. And so, not that I've had that many home runs, but at least I'm trying. Oh goodness, can I make that even straight? Look at that. That's amazing. I might just write down the books that I'm reading this week, like the one I'm supposed to have read for Thursday. I did actually order it on Amazon, so hopefully it's on my Kindle. I can get it read before it's time. What else do I want to put on here? You know what? I don't like that's there. How about some more washi tape up there? What do we think? What do we think? What would go up there pretty? They have this kind of little like special washi tape on here, but that's a little too much for me. Little too colorful. Noted, noted, noted. Be you happy? Yes, I'm just flipping through this book real quick. No one's too old for fairy tales. That is true. Oh, love this important. Oh, that's what I need to do. I just need to put love this up here for all of these. What do you think? Yep, I love it. And it fills in that space nicely. That's almost straight. Wow. And the colors are beautiful, and they just go so well. Oh, it kind of helps hide the fact that I just kind of got white out everywhere on that top thing. Oh, these are pretty. Hopefully you guys can see it. I'm not too, like I said, this is the first one that hopefully will make it to the internet. Because the last one, like I said, I filmed the whole thing, and then I thought I filmed it anyway. But when I went to review it, it was not there because I had actually turned off my camera instead of turning on my camera. Yeah, that's just the way it works. Oh no, I'm one short. I'm one short. Well, that's gonna make me cry. It's okay. Like I said, you gotta roll. You gotta roll with it. So let's see. There's all these other ones. Reading, important. Love this. I could have switched them out a little bit. But it's okay. There's one that says journal. I think I'll just grab that because, like I said, this is my journal. And it's a Sunday, so that's what I like to do. Okay. So, wow, look at that. That's so pretty, you guys. Now, I'm kind of not really liking this center, but I didn't really see too much in this book that I thought would make a good center area. Ooh, that's going to require a lot of whiteout. Look at the little chairs. Books. More books. What do you think of some pretty flowers? You know what? Let me grab my book because I have some pretty flowers. Let's just get the stickers out because you gotta love the stickers. And let's see, we got these bright colors. So, ooh, what about seasonal? I bet there's some pretty stuff in seasonal to use, like flowers. Look at those. Look at those. And they match the colors pretty well. Oh, let's see what else though, just in case. I don't need fall or Christmas. Okay, so let's look at that. Let's see. You know what? I do have the floral book too. So that's what I'm going to pull now next. The flowers. See, look. Oh, but there's flowers in this one. I used those on a spread and loved them. They might be a little bit too much for this. Look at those pretty bright colors. Those are very springy. I actually think I like those better. So we are going to use these, and they're white backed, so it'll cover this up without me having to do white out. So this is what we're going to use, and I am just going to cover the center of my book. So let's get started. I might have to cut some of them, but it's okay. I'm just going to try to cover up as much of that as I can with a sticker. Ta-da! And look, all I have to white out is that little tiny corner right there. And so here we go. A little bit of white out right there. Okay. And then let's see. And I'll just trim that off and stick it somewhere else. So there's that one. And then let's throw these colors on there because we like that too. How about just like... I'm trying to figure out how to make this work without getting it too much over the other one. About just like that. It's okay if it sticks out a little, right? I mean, I still have plenty of room to write. And what is it? Oh, we gotta put the pretty yellow one on there. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? I know, I'm just loving this. I am loving this colors. And yes, I do have a hole puncher, so I will have to punch the holes here and go from there. But see, I got my pretty yellow one on there. And what am I going to do about that? Welcome to Book Club. How about if we just cut that off? Yep. I'm just going to trim that leaf. Like it's right here on this little gold edge. There. Oh, I missed a spot right there. There. See? Now it kind of stopped right there. We'll save that for a minute. And then let's go back to a couple of these. Do I have more of these flowers? Oh, I sure do. Oh, and they're so pretty. Look at this one. This one's pretty too. And it can go just like, how do I want to put this one on there? If I put it like that, I have to put something there. So let's put it this way. And we're going to line it up right there. No, we're not. We're going to actually stick it up a little bit more. Cover a little more space. like that. And then, where's that piece? Remember this piece? We're going to use that now. Let's see if we can cut it with this. Maybe. Yep, look at that. It was almost a straight line even. And then let's stick this like it is coming out right here. What do you think? So it's just coming out of the edge right there. Oh, and that broke it. I'm okay with that. This I still need to find something for. Oh, you know what? I pulled that little part of the leaf off. You think that would go there? Let's see. Right there. Yep, that works. That covers it up. Now I just need to cover up here. And what do I want up there? Let's see what I got here. This one's pretty. I don't know if it'll cover the whole space, but we're going to use it anyway. We're going to use it anyway because it's beautiful. Oh, yep, can't cover up my Thursday. That's not going to quite work because, yep, I need to be able to see what day I'm on. Because, you know, working at home, you tend to forget things a little bit more than you do when you're at the office. Well, goodness gracious alive. How about that? Yep, that works. And then just something little and pretty. Look at this one. Let's throw this right here. Because we can and because it's pretty and it covers up that space. And then we will cut that off right there. And should we put some more over here to cover up that space? What do you think? Maybe under this one. So let's lift that up. Let's put that under there. Like so. Put that back down. So then that looks like those are behind it. I'm actually going to cut this one with my scissors because I probably will cut my finger off if I keep using that other thing. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, y'all see what last week looked like? Isn't that pretty? So that's where we're at. I think that is gorgeous. But now we have to cut it in half. Which, what's the better way to do that? Yeah, that's a good question. I'm just going to go like this and pray. Okay, that worked, kind of. No, it didn't. Gotta go harder than that. Alright. We're going slowly but surely. Dude, I just cannot cut in a straight line to save my life. And that one did not work. So we are just going to do that on this side. There we go. And we're going to actually put this away and try my scissors. See if my scissors work any better to do this. At least, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to work any better. But we're going to try. Yes, I have children's scissors. I do have adult scissors in here too, but I tend to work better with my little fingers. Depending on what I'm doing. But cutting something like this, definitely need that little bit of just a little tiny scissor, so I'm not just like cutting it all the way up to Kingdom Come. And as you can see, I did cut part of my page on that side, but we're just going to pretend that didn't happen. And ta-da! So now we have those two sides. Now, this is now making me crazy because it's not bright and pretty like everything else is. So I think that, what am I going to do about that? I want to put one of these colors on there. Which one? There's that one. Oh, look at the yellow. And I'm not even a yellow lover. Let's try the yellow. But of course that means that I have to, you're right, white out. And as you could tell by the last time I did this, I am not the world's best whiteout champion. Is that a thing? A whiteout champion? No, even if it is, I'm not going to win it, that's for sure. Especially not with a bottle of whiteout. Good gracious. I know now why they went to the tape thing, because these are kind of a pain to work with. But that's what I had, so that's what we're using. So today's Mother's Day, and I had the pleasure of spending the afternoon with all three of my boys and my daughter-in-law. It was awesome. They came over and I beat them in Monopoly because that is my game. And then it's the only one my husband will not play with me because I beat him in about 40 minutes last time we played, and he said that was enough for him. Oh, look at that. I got white out everywhere. But anyway, so I did finagle my boys into playing with me because, you know, it's Mother's Day and I guilted them into it. And so I won. And then my husband cooked us some burgers. My son had brought me fresh tomatoes from the farmer's market. And like, that is one of my favorites. And then my husband made, it's that strawberry pretzel dessert. I don't really know the name of it. We just call it strawberry pretzel dessert. And, you know, I've paid my friend to make it before because every time I've tried to make it, it has just not turned out right. So this time we found a recipe on the internet and we're like, okay, this cannot be that hard. And the recipe called for frozen strawberries. And I said, well, that's not right. It should be fresh strawberries. So my husband made it with fresh strawberries. And then we discovered that it probably is the frozen strawberries because there's more water in them and the jello part of it doesn't get as jello-y. So once again, my strawberry dessert was not exactly what I had anticipated. No, it wasn't horrible. I mean, you know, it was edible. Of course, I ate it and I will eat the rest of it, I'm sure. That's the other thing that this coronavirus is doing for me. I do not stop eating. Oh my gosh. Like, I stepped on the scale. I have gained 8 pounds. 8. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta stop. Gotta stop putting stuff in my mouth. Because that's the only thing. You know, like, I am not, well, I'm not active either. So that's that part too. But oh my goodness, like, I'm bored. And so I'm like, oh, look, I'm bored. Let me have some chips. Oh, look, I'm bored. Let me fix a glass of cherry lemon sundrop. You know, and it's starting to show. So I'm going to have to cut back on that for sure. My husband and I both said that this week. So I think starting tomorrow, we're going to kind of do the cutting back. My husband said it's social distancing from the fridge. And I said, yeah, maybe I should wear my mask inside so it keeps me from putting all the food in my face. But, you know, it's a struggle. The struggle's real. And I'm not the only one. I know that. But you know what? I'm also determined to kind of be happy with my body. You know, as a woman who has gone up and down, up and down, up and down the scale, I have just kind of come to the conclusion that, you know, if I'm healthy, then I'm okay. It's when I feel like I am really struggling with, like, just walking up and down stairs and things like that, that's when it really starts to bother me. And I understand that, you know, that's not a healthy lifestyle. I need to be able to, you know, walk around the block without huffing and puffing. But I have curves. I've had curves since I was like in the, I don't know, 4th grade or something. And so I'm just having to learn how to live with that. And you know what? My husband likes my curves, and that's what matters. We have now been married. It will be 29 years. Oh my gosh, in June. And so that's a long time. I have actually been a Helm longer than I was ever a Balcom. And so, you know, it's a interesting, oh goodness, look at that. I gotta go over here with this. And here we go. Here goes nothing. How did it work? Oh, like a charm, kind of, except for the whiteout part. Oh well, you know what? It is what it is. I'm just gonna have to get some more whiteout going. Yep, look, I've got that stuck to my finger. And the whiteout, oh my goodness. Y'all, this is gonna be like, y'all are gonna be like, I am never watching this lady again because she is a hot mess. And you're right, I am. I will just accept that fate and say, yep, you're right. And Oh my goodness. I just don't know. Y'all, this is just crazy. Oh well, it is what it is. That's it. Looks terrible. Don't care. I'll just write over it anyway. And look, now I've got white out on everything. Okay, so that I think is going to do good for that part. These are a little off, but yeah, it's okay. Or should I put some of those flowers down there too? What do you think? Should I put more of these flowers? I can't even find those flowers now. They're in here because we found them before. You know what? I think I will. I think I'm going to move that one out of the way. And we're going to put some little flowers along that edge. Oops. And just call it good because we can. So, do it like that. We'll trim off the edge. Look, I have white out all over my fingers now. I'm telling you what. But you know what? That's just it. That's just life. It happens. So you just roll with it. You know, what if I feel something, I feel like I've said that like 100 times already in this video. But those colors kind of match. So let's just come right here with this. Cover up some of that. And then let's stick our little piece that I already broke off the sticker up there so it looks like it's supposed to be there. Right? It kind of. Who cares? It's not that noticeable in my estimation. And then what's the next one on here? I've only got that little tiny space. And I've got this little yellow flower right here, which would be super cute right here. And then I need something to go right there. I have this little tiny one. It's a different kind of flower, but it will go. It's got the same color scheme right there. We're going to trim that rest of it. Oh, look, I could have used that. Oh, well, it is what it is. Trim that off. And we're going to trim this one off. All right. Yeah, that does look better. Not having those other colors on there. And then I'm just going to stick this one back on my book. Because who knows, maybe I'll find a spot for it later. So, okay, that looks like that's the end of it. What do you think? And y'all, I promise my next one won't be quite this difficult. Hopefully I'll learn from this mistake. Have a great evening, and I'll see you soon.